There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, spill coffee directly on my fucking shirt. That's great. Anyhow, we just saved the Moshai and talked to everybody on the ship, so we're about to head back to Aya and discuss the vault there. Oh, and probably afterwards go back to Eos because we have some missions to do. I do have a bunch of side objectives that I do need to do, but I'm gonna wait till I've brought the Moshai back to get some of them out of the way. Because we've been not making a lot of progress in the story.
Fold orbit is steady.
Neat. Right, back to Aya. Also need to scan the atmosphere of Aya, or the system over Aya. Because we're missing a scan here. A scanner too, I don't know.
I can feel the Scourge's drag on the ship.
At least it keeps Aya hidden.
That's the one good thing about it. I guess we haven't scanned Aya. That would make sense. Or not, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we're back to Aya.
Stars and skies light our way.
Stars and skies light our way.
She knows how to play to a crowd.
That's all she
She's
did.
the Moshai.
All she did was say hello.
Welcome home.
I never thought I'd see it again. Without the Resistance and the Pathfinder, I wouldn't be here.
For the record, I found her.
We freed more than just the Moshai. And the Pathfinder killed a Ket leader. We have a lot to celebrate.
I promised to lead the Pathfinder to Aya's vault.
The sooner I learn what's special about that place, the faster I can fix Eos.
Then get on with it.
I'll prepare the vault for your arrival. A shuttle will bring you to me when it's ready.
Thank you, Moshai.
We've been alone against the Ket for too long. You've proven it doesn't have to be that way. It's time we discussed an alliance between our people.
Might want to ask your resistance leader how he feels.
If I don't like where the discussion goes, I'll end it.
Agreed. We'll provide an embassy for the initiative here on Aya.
We'll make room for you on the Nexus.
Discussion over.
Our city is open to you. Join us.
But to be completely honest, Ephra's been completely
Well done,
reasonable
Joel.
so far.
Report for reassignment. I need to stay with the Pathfinder.
I'm here to cooperate. Whatever you decide, I'll work with it.
You're set on this. It's the right thing to do. I see the benefit. Request granted. I need to file a mission report. Don't leave Aya without me.
I won't. I'd like to explore real quick, though, before I have to fucking leave. I like how I can fucking fast travel on Aya, but there's really nowhere to fast travel. It's just such a small world space, there's really no point in fast traveling. Soka.
You came back?
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo, the Ket got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died. You have his supplies?
Keldo ran weapons for the Resistance. You were his contact.
Good, good. Continue.
Afra asked you to test me, see how I'd handle myself.
I told him you were smart.
The Ket had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes, all of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Afra you did well.
How many more of these tests do I have to pass?
We don't trust outsiders. But maybe we can work with you. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but Keldo would want me to help you. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Works for me.
Resources are scarce for us. If you'll take credits, I'll trade.
It's a start.
Just.
My inventory's open to you. Anything you need.
Alright. Does he have weapons? Armor? He's got consumables. He's got materials. I don't need anything he's got. Not as far as I know, at least. Open this. Research center. Can I research and develop? Oh my god. I have so much research, like so much remnant research, but there's like nothing. Okay, this right here is fucking awesome. I'm getting that. Shit, I might as well just get all of these. Otherwise, I'm not gonna fucking use anything else.
Viliev, she's back. The aliens, they rescued her.
Wait, you mean the Moshai?
Yes!
Start above. I'll go tell the others now.
Pathfinder.
Haha. Yoink. Angaran mural. Our homeworld, I have old and Navarro worked together to create this mural. Centuries of hardship we endured, but also neat. Or at least it would be neat if it wasn't clearly digital.
much we're heading back to the outpost.
Villiers asked me to stay and coordinate with the city team to collect more precise readings. This is my first visit to Aya. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined.
Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way.
What do they call it, the memorial garden?
Many of these plants came from places we lost to the Ket. It's all we have to remember them by.
Does looking at them ever make you sad?
All the time. Then I remember that if they survived, so can we.
Wow, that didn't come off as pretentious. That actually came off as pretty fucking
Visit me.
inspiring, almost.
Can't believe.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Hello.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
Unrefined goods on sale right here. Make them your own.
The sales pitch is good, but it's the follow-through that matters.
I'll let my inventory speak for itself.
Ingaran armor, Maverick armor, Ingaran armor, Maverick armor, Maverick armor, Maverick armor. This thing ended up being kind of a piece of shit, so I'm selling it. This I'm not selling, because I'll probably use it later. This I'm selling. I don't know if I need any... I'll sell the older mods. Right. I could probably save some time by not being a dumbass. Hey, Vetra.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
Indulge in a little luxury.
I know you like looking for the advantage, but we need to earn their trust first. Don't bargain too hard.
You're the boss.
Unrefined goods on sale
Good.
right here. Make them your own.
Hello.
They let you pass the gates. Huh.
Can I shop here, or should I go elsewhere?
Well, you did rescue the Moshai. Have a look, see if there's anything you want.
He's got mod extensions and stuff. That's nice. This right here is a really good fucking modification, but I don't need it at the moment, so I'm not gonna buy it.
Sun-ripened fruit. Take advantage of a rare surplus.
Hello.
I rescued her.
It would be
The
wise
Moshai
to speak with
returned
me before engaging in
I see
trade.
the news. Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll behave.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
Buy a decryption key. I'll buy those as often as I can. Especially since Kadara is gonna be next, and Kadara is a pain in the ass. Hello.
I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renard. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
What about Morrowind? I'm just kidding.
Invest in your
Where I'm
personal
from, the
protection.
biggest trade
Shield
law
yourself.
is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
Okay, so it's a barter system. You trade. Okay.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. Hello.
Vestaran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Oh, Jesus.
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Alright. We'll go up the stairs here first. Try and explore as much of the city as we can. Soak up all the information and quests we can. Knock, knock, open up the door. It's real.
Are you all right on that? Fine. Arbitrating a dispute between council members.
I could help. I know a little about politics.
And I know a little bit about physics. Perhaps they'll let me design a star.
Smart ass.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it.
As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on it agree to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of a civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and give them certain inviolable rights. Page 1 of holy shit. I'll read that in my spare time.
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
I thought I'd proven they have nothing to worry about.
You are one person. They want the Nexus to hear our voices. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
I'll have to check that out later. For now. Governor?
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
None of us will be safe until we stop the Ket for good.
I've learned to enjoy small victories when they come. What can I do for you?
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor, so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
I sense tension between your government and the resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
I'm hoping you can get me on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone, and neither can your initiative.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up, we leave to make room for someone new. The cycle repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Alright, moving on. This room is locked because that room is for later. I didn't see anything. Carry on.
Exaltation is just another word for how the Kett kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
The Kett weaponize their victims to make you hesitate.
And when the Kett begin to exalt your people, what will you do then?
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
Alright, moving on. Hollow message terminal. Before the Scourge and Gar were one, it took centuries of it, and by then we'd been divided too long. That's how the Kett were able to conquer us. The war faces us back together, but we've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, other ones. Hang, if you are really here to help, keep your people you. In my final days, I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to leave a turning point in history. Part of me is angry I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of our people, mine and the Kett, will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren, and that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better. Goodbye. We wish you peace and good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Ephrodish Tarshab and his resistance. We are not a violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, and caretakers, and explorers. This is our home, but there is room enough for us all. We told the Kett the same thing, but they didn't listen. We hope you do. No one will read this. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're desperate for allies against the Kett that were willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the governor won't change anything. We may as well be screaming into the wind. Well, guess what? I just read your fucking message and it's gonna change things.
Did you pick up any fruit today? My luck finally came through in the lottery. Haricos and kilo of both.
That's excellent. Your little one's to your birth, Sarbed. Better late than never.
Doesn't seem so tough. Don't get any attention.
See, someone's going through the same shit Scott goes through. We'll go this way, and then turn back around and run back the way I came. Oh, I was just over here, never mind. Was I up here? Yeah, I was up here. Hello.
Welcome to the Taverton. Feel free to order a drink, or if you're hungry, we have nutrient paste. Not as exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
The fuck is a Taveton?
What does Taveton mean? My translator won't pick it up.
It depends on the context. If it's a person, it means an old friend. If it's a location, like this, it's more a place you could bring someone home to.
What if you need to meet your Taveton at the Taveton?
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language has its quirks.
Don't get me started. What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. Nearly all the food we grow goes straight into processing. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
How do you stretch your food that far?
It's complicated. Hard to explain without going into lengthy detail. But I'd be happy to send some to your ship, along with my process notes.
The Nexus would love that.
Consider it done.
I'd like a drink.
Oh, this tastes like vomit. And strawberry. I'm not sure which one's worse. I'll be moving on.
That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Liam.
Real change in tone after that care facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Aren't you to wait until you
Don't worry about me.
the food for toxic
They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason.
Let me tell you about Rincon.
I see Drax having a great time.
Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Well, you are a bit of an eyesore.
Speak for yourself. When I saw my first human, I couldn't understand how you keep your blood inside. Skin that thin.
Fair.
They should put Jar on every resistance recruitment poster. Did he ever contact you? No, that man is impervious to flirtation. Why are the good ones always dense? I hear he had a thing for the repository's curator. Never went anywhere. She's just as thick.
Oh.
You're hopeless. Where's that shuttle?
Well, the reason good men are so dense is because we're forged by bad things.
I'm so glad you're back. I'm in one piece this time.
I was in one piece last time. A little dented, but in one piece.
You hit that wall so hard you had amnesia for 2 weeks.
Technically, I was still in one piece.
The fuck was that noise? Up here next. Updating the display to bring you latest historical finds. Thank you for your patience. Collection of cat stuff, I'm guessing. With the cat buried among our homeworlds. While the cat sought to confuse Varl with silence, they murdered the ambassador on Vold. They turned our worlds against each other, took advantage of the confusion and chaos. Support us in history and present you diversity. Jesus, the cat are assholes. I'm not going to read all that. PB, why are you drunk?
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now.
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops.
Whoops.
Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
It didn't occur to you there'd be indigenous species here? Sentients with a rich history, leading full lives?
I guess.
Even so, the Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
That happened
Thank
forever
you.
ago.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
That's awfully understanding of you, Ryder. You're a good egg. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Good, I enjoy your company. Who was that that was... Ah, here they are. Hello.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Sure is.
And Varl.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
And Vold.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually,
I started as an engineer. The Moshai requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I'll see you around.
I'll let you get back to it.
Locked door.
We got word from Eladin.
Good news?
Well, we got another remnant piece.
But nothing Angaran. Pay them for their effort. It's not their fault.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new?
Do as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
Most people
I'll leave you
have
to
it.
it.
Avela.
Pathfinder, did you make it to Havarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
Why would the Scourge target that ship?
It must have been a remnant vessel, or maybe there's remnant tech in the helmet itself. Can you imagine? Our ancestors using the remnant. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you, and you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Have you always been into history?
Oh yes. When I was young, I would dig up shells and pretend they were ancient armor pieces. I've always had a big imagination. With only 14 siblings, I got lonely sometimes.
14? That's insane.
Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge. What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, Perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Alright. Time for me to move on.
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself.
Hello.
Hello there.
I'm working.
You scanned me pretty hard. That wasn't your way of saying welcome, stranger?
I wanted to be discreet.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Darnfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
I can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I've spent long enough around your people to understand what family means to you.
You only see the surface. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Alright, resistance messages to the Nexus. Translation from Selesh. Subject, join our fight. You proved you can fight the Kedon Vold. The resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together we will take this war to the enemy's home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We'll break the Ket. And when that's done, we'll share the rewards of victory. Subject, are you at war with each other? We've seen members of your species act with violence, greed, and selfishness. We found evidence of your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other when only the Kett stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we can't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the Kett stand united in their cause. Why don't you? Subject, we have much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined, and I'm glad for that. I thought I was long past being surprised in life. My sons and daughters draw pictures of you and ask me all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. We hope you feel the same way. There's so much we can learn, teach each other. I'm gonna grab a water real quick. Struggling to read because I'm fucking dehydrated. Or thirsty, at least. I don't think I'm dehydrated yet. Hi, Kay. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. I'm a bit distracted. Ah, Jesus. Subject, I believe in our future. Help arrives when you least expect it, and your arrival was unexpected. You came to Aya wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. We want our other worlds to help our people overcome terrible changes with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't a goodness at your core. We want to understand and be understood. This is the start of a great alliance. Alright, moving on. Oh, hey, Jaw's over here.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
It's interesting that it works for your people. Not sure it would on Earth.
Really? Hardship brings out the best in people. It's what I think, anyway.
How Paradise my ass. Jesus, look off in the distance. The planet's on fire. There's literally flaming cyclones. You know how much damage those do? This place is a hellhole. We're just in the nice part of it. It does look kind of like Earth, though. I will say that. This is kind of how I imagine Scotland looks. Which I'm probably wrong, because I don't know jack shit about Scotland. I've never even seen a I just realized I've never even seen a picture of Scotland. Hey, can we talk more?
You have questions? Be quick.
Did you scan me on your own? Or did someone put you up to it? Paran? Ephra?
I'm a scientist. I want to understand anything outside my knowledge and experience.
All that information you collect is for personal use?
Of course not. Angara share knowledge. It's how we survive.
How do you stay busy when you're not scanning strangers from another galaxy?
I research and develop organic tactical equalizers.
That sounds scary.
Only to those who threaten ire.
What else did your scan reveal about me?
You're strong, tough. But much of Helios is inhospitable to human biology. You won't have it easy.
Never have. How do humans stack up against your people in the Ket?
You lack biological advantages, but your technology may offset that.
It can't have been easy, holding out by yourselves against the Ket.
Before them, it was the Scourge. Our entire civilization was almost wiped out. Centuries of rebuilding.
It says a lot that you've made it this far.
We'll go much further.
Alright, I'll stop bothering you.
Thanks for your time.
Yes, yes. Go.
I didn't know the Angara had autistic people. And I can make that joke because I'm autistic. Was I just in here, or is this a different area? Okay, I was just in here. Now, the map is just fucking goofy about this place. To Resistance HQ. Hello.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a data pad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Blah, 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 blah. It's about a few thousand pages. Knock, knock. Am I allowed in here?
Moved in Vayon to replace them? No, 69 is still unstable. We out of food in 2 days. Had ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many kit, not enough resistance. I have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a kit outpost, but I don't know.
If they could do it alone, they would have by now. Send reinforcements.
Hitting the enemy in one place leaves us vulnerable elsewhere. But you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
Well, my dad was an N7. Ephra.
I expect you to take good care of Jarl out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
The more we understand the Ket, the easier it'll be to hurt them.
The more I know, the more I want to hurt them. What do you need?
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. They treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized, poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the resistance real.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not resistance?
Aya police, purely ornamental, gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? How is the resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How did you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her?
She holds her own. Not many do.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Yeah, most city planners don't, expect to get shot at for trying to build a city. Ephra. That's the thing.
Sam, what's this?
The decontamination console for visitors to the Med Center. Touch the start pad to use it.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Well, if anything.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
Ion, what's it?
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Good to see you.
Hey, Cora.
Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout. Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
Monsieur, Ashare, Vanquisher, and Garan Furon, which I'm going to buy right now. Because it's my favorite melee weapon. Just because it's a combat knife. Oh, and I'm gonna get a pistol mod that isn't a scope. I don't even know what pistol mod I have. Fuck it, I'm not gonna bother with it right now. Alright, moving on. I was supposed to discuss a character sheet with someone today, and they never fucking messaged me. God, this fucking roleplay is almost doomed.
Indulge in a little luxury.
Message to the Nexus, compiled log, blah blah blah. Thank you. I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She has done so much for our people. When the rumors began that she had been caught by the cat and worse, killed, I lost hope for our future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone says. I believe you came to save us. Subject, go home. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the cat is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like me. Subject, none. If you came in peace and friendship, Pavola. If your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. That is all you need to know. Subject, Pavola. My name is Vijaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. I think that might have been to some kid who didn't understand that those messages were just generalized. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a advertisement for the Resistance. Alright. Translated from subject, why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you are just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something terrible. I think it might follow you here. Foreshadowing. Hello, Heavenly. Welcome to the stream. Subject questions. Which one of your species actually controls the so-called initiative? Are you even different species or just genetic constructs customized to fill different roles? Why do you all walk on two legs like us? Is it so we'd accept you? What do you look like before you cross dark space? Subject, keep off Havaro. When I heard you were granted permission to land on Havaro, I filed a complaint with Governor Shari. That world is one of our most sacred places, and it is not for outsiders. Even the cat kept their distance, because they knew we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Havaro, will face consequences. Subject, share your gifts. You built ships to travel across dark space. Show us how to make them, and let us retrace your path. There are no cat where you came from. We have a generation facing extinction, but you could help us go where the enemies won't follow. We suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. Oh, sorry to say, but that's not going to be possible. All right. This I need to do before I forget. A man looks at a photo and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." Who is the photo? It's him.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
Have you seen her yet? We're still good.
Nope. Well, I don't know what it is. I'm not good with riddles. His son? Ah. I'm not even gonna pretend to understand that. And I'm not gonna try because I'm tired. Anyway, shuttle!
I haven't brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Holy shit!
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
I'm the rookie here. I mean, I could take a stab at it, but... Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming. Doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
The Archon is a menace, and I've had it with being lorded over.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
Alright, back to the Resistance HQ.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
Sorry to interrupt.
This isn't your concern.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell him the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
The Archon wanted her knowledge of Remnant tech, but why would Ven betray her?
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
For fuck's sake.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go, exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
And that is a level up. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? Why would you... Never mind. Damage. Kadara Port. Laurel. Got a whole bunch of these smaller quests. Alright, time to go accept this quest and then make our way out of here. You.
Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
Astrologist.
An astronomer? You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Right. Astrology is that stupid shit that stupid people believe in. The fucking, that whatever month you were born in determines, I don't know, your bowel movement for that week. I have never actually tried the Ghost Assault Rifle. It looks really nice. The standard rifle... The Valkyrie is a great assault rifle, I know that. Right, I was getting a Sonde as my main rifle. Alright, off we fuck.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket, and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
That worries me.
Why can't you just ask her yourself? Because? Just because. Fine. Lexi, PB wants to look at Jowl's scans.
PB knows I can't divulge patient information. Useless.
Asshole. And I just got an achievement. Right. Send Kay back out on a strike mission. And Charlie. And Whiskey. Mike. And Do I have 2 fucking Charlie operations? I do. Rewards. An Incisor, which I hate. Revenant. Ooh! I think the Revenant was the assault rifle that I was looking at. I was thinking that it would be nice to try that out. Additionally... Oh, wait. Development. Oh, I can't make anything. That's a little homo. I need Omnigel canisters, cadmium, and platinum. I'm not going to be able to buy all of that. Hey, Vetra. Anything new to say?
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
It's always nice learning about you, even if it's something unpleasant.
At least we managed to save the Moshai.
I only wish we could have saved more.
Well, we did save more than, was expected. Alright. Revenant is... Oh, it's the big gun. I will say, I do love this gun. I don't have any new pistols. The Incisor, I fucking... Oh, this isn't... Okay, no, this isn't the sniper rifle I thought it was. Oh. To change to the Angaran Furin. Change to Vetra and Drac. Since we're probably going to... Actually, I'll dick around with that later. Anyway. Suvi!
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
I don't believe it. Gil's reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it.
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this. You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right!
Knock it off, both of you.
Sure. Once he gets off my back about how I work on the Tempest.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
I can see how you'd feel that way.
Seriously?
Yes.
Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
Oh my god. And I hate the fact that you're forced to pick a side in this, even though both of them are right. Alo's right that you shouldn't just gut and redesign a fucking ship on the fly, especially when the people who fucking designed that ship are all dead. And Gil has a point. Sometimes things need fucking redesign. But you still need to show respect to the fucking pilot and, you know, at least let him know that you're redesigning things.
The Tempest has too many new systems doing new things to just adapt on the fly. If we make changes, let's make them carefully and with respect.
She's your ship.
Exactly.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
Ryder, I know it's not... Thank you.
Okay, it's over. Let's get back to work.
God. There was no need for that argument.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? Perhaps you had to be there when the Tempest was made. In a way, I'm always there. I see my team's faces as clearly as yours. What's the saying? People aren't dead while someone still remembers them?
Remember them for me. Tell me who they were.
Serena still wore her bondmate's perfume years after they separated. I can see the patterns Tion embroidered in his Enviro suit. I see Lucille, O'Connell, too. Maybe they're not completely gone.
If they still comfort and inspire you, are the people you love really dead?
It would be very hard to be the last, though the Tempest will outlast us all. Did you need anything else?
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our sister, for 2 days.
Yeah, he's not got any new stories, even though it's painting it as he does. Baby.
Oh, come on, think. Think! I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder, shit. You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
What's your usual solution?
Usually, I cut bait. Scram, strike out on my own. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius.
He is an AI.
It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for 2.
That's all I need to hear.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go.
This is so fucking uncomfortable.
Oh, this hits the spot.
But it does miracles for a fucked up
Ryder.
back.
Yeah.
There's something else that would relax me.
I'm not fucking you.
What's that?
You haven't taken the bait yet, but I'm not afraid of rejection. Wanna fool around?
I'm not having sex with you, PV.
Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
No.
I don't think so, PB.
That's fine. Say no more.
I hope this is enough.
Hey, don't you know what say no more means? Really, I mean it. No explanation necessary. Just thank you for this.
Feeling alright?
We were right about the vault on Aya, huh? What a find.
And this Meridian might jumpstart all the others.
I knew hitching my wagon to yours would pay off.
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Alright. AVP. Research data, consumables, credits. And I have no other stuff I can use. Drac.
Now, exaltation. The Ket just keep asking for more trouble.
Really looking forward to kicking those guys in the teeth.
Get us there, and we'll save you a place in line.
Pathfinder?
We can talk more later.
Sure.
That vault on Aya was so gorgeous, so alive.
And Meridian might be the key to the others.
No wonder the Archon wants to control it, like everything in Helios.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Alright. There's a dead cat in that room.
There's much to say about that facility on Vault.
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chatter about nothing coming up.
Liam, I don't want to talk to you, but we're talking anyway.
Pathfinder. Sorry if things got strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
Liam, things get strange every time you talk.
Anything I can do for my team, Liam.
Stuff like that goes above and beyond Pathfinder. At least I hope so. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off ship. Like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter. Not really. The Ket occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want yet for my life. At my age, I hope being here will inspire me.
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna, and more than 5 additional mothers, and many, many, many siblings, and cousins, all raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone, taken, or killed by the Ket. We never found his body.
My dad died on our first mission here. I didn't know him as well as I could have, I guess.
I think I was close to mine, yet maybe close has a different meaning for humans. Something to learn, I guess. Anything else you want to ask?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You meant to do that. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Well, enough about that. Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh and see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
But it didn't work out?
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Wow. Getting cucked by your brother. You know, never mind.
Where's Aliyah now?
Talk about it.
Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Ket. Their children survived.
Fucking hell, Joel.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Joel.
Stay strong and clear.
That makes me feel not so bad about some of the unpleasantness I've been through. In fact, it makes me feel a lot better about something that happened and not even recently. But something that happened. It's not something I am going to talk about, though, because it sucked. Hi, Jack.
He must like it in here.
Makes you wish for a tail that lets you hang upside down. Oh, maybe that's just me.
No. I'm with you on that, PB. Let's check our email. Community the Moshai can't. Under her guidance, officials are again allowing study of the adult. It comes with great risk, of course, so she's restricting progress to right students under armed guard. She wants to, Typically, I'm not one to send mail, at least not my mail. Just stuff, but only letting you know how great our float was for me. And the weird thing is, I think it was actually better with you there. Added a little bumper for car whimsy. You might be growing on me a little. Not sure if that's good or bad, but I'm not going to ponder that right now. Want to stay chill. And Ryder, I've been reviewing all the messages you forward from the Angars. It's encouraging to see that even in those we have supporters among them. It's equally clear we have our work cut out for us in winning over the rest, but I'm confident you're on the right track. Have been surprised that the Angara hadn't expressed skepticism, but first contact is a complicated situation. If our roles were reversed, I'd be suspicious of them if they arrived on our doorstep. Thank you for passing these messages along. You'll prove invaluable insight as we navigate these tricky waters. Director Jaren Tan. Gotta talk to Kiri when I get the chance. I'm gonna change my armor just a little bit. I don't know what I want to do with this. I don't want that. Trying to give it a sort of, like, dirty appearance. Unfortunately, the fucking pearlescence makes it goddamn green. So there's really not much I can do. God damn it. I think I'll just fucking scrap the pattern for now. Oh, that's almost what I want. The fucking pearlescence just ruins it. You can't give it a, like, dirty tint. If I do this, it just makes it kind of camo. Oh, that looks nice at least. You just make it a solid white. Gonna be completely honest. This armor doesn't look great on male characters. Just fucking go with this for a sec. Oh, that looks nice. Hello, Monica. Welcome to the stream. I am trying to give my armor a decent pattern. Unfortunately, my armor kind of looks like doo-doo. It's very lightweight looking, And I've never really liked putting lightweight armor on male characters. In fact, I may just get the Remnant armor, because I'm gonna have plenty of points. Do I have any quests on the ship itself? Nope. These. Research Vold. I'm gonna have to go over these fucking quests at some point. For now, I'm gonna go to the Nexus. Actually, I don't really have day and how's playthrough going? My day's alright, and the playthrough is going a little slow. Oh, I have a quest here, so I'm gonna land here. Deal with whatever the hell it is Liam wants me to do. Is something. All I remember is he said meet him at the Tabaton. Alright. Fast travel as close as we can get. Someone fucking messaged me this morning and I messaged them back. And they like fucking have not messaged me back at all.
Me for all your day-to-day.
Liam.
Good to be back here. Ready to hit those scans?
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Enjoy the market. Nav sent.
Unrefined goods on sale right here.
I tracked down some samples of the Angara and
I'm not
antiseptic
selling to
talked
aliens.
The Angara and antiseptic. Oh,
about. Not today, Nexus.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me.
Liam, what the fuck did you just do? Liam.
Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should head up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
If someone wants trouble, I'm not afraid to give it to them.
Ruling in the market won't help. I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Moran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Was this an attempt to copy their methods? Steal secrets?
We're not competing companies. It's about learning to live here. Remember my Tempest freakout? I tried proper channels. Got blocked by the Angara and the Nexus. There's only so much Jar can tell us, so I did what we do back in crisis response. Bend the rules.
Liam, I deserve better than having this sprung on me mid-market.
You're right. Of course, you're right. And the Angara are right too. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. Street food and shooting the shit with you feels normal. About time something did.
Let's not push our luck. We'll save the market for another day.
Good idea, Pathfinder. We've enough trouble, and probably more coming.
Alright, time to leave then. We really had to come all the way back to Aya just to do that. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I hate ya. Jesus Christ.
Ryder, Liam's looking for you.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Anomaly detected.
What? Oh.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
I didn't scan this planet. That was the missing scan. Need to scan 3 more planets.
Anomaly detected. I found something. Shuttle spotted. Drifting. It sustained catastrophic electrical damage.
That's one of our shuttles.
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of.
Why
There are
is-
no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
Why were they using one of our shuttles? Oh, flickering. That's fucking wonderful. Yeah, I opted not to start a sexual relationship with somebody, you know, because it's probably better off not to just fuck everybody who looks at you kind of nice. The future. Ah. Well, I'll go ahead and start that later because it's getting late and the stream's getting long. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call on into the stream here. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We'll be doing more Betacraft tomorrow, working on the library, which it's going to be a pretty small library. I have no real reason to make a massive library, but anyway, thanks to everybody for tuning in, and until next time, bye-bye.